Hey, welcome back. In this chapter, you're going to learn how to quit sugar the way addicts quit drugs. I first learned the process I'm going to share with you after a painful addiction to a prescription drug called Klonopin. A therapist broke my addiction with the gold standard in drug treatment, systematic discontinuation. Instead of quitting the drug all at once, the dose is gradually reduced. Why? Because gradual reductions avoid the startle response, which promotes habituation, which establishes a new set point that's enforced by homeostasis. We are going to use this process of systematic discontinuation on your sugar habit. Instead of quitting cold turkey, we're going to use a step-by-step reduction. That way, you don't have to worry about leaping off the top of the stairs and hoping you stick the landing. Here's how my therapist scheduled my systematic discontinuation from Klonopin. Notice the gradual tapering. This is how we're going to get you off sugar. Whether it's donuts or sodas, we're going to taper you off a little at a time, avoiding the startle response, creating habituation, and enforcing it with homeostasis. All right, it's time for you to quit sugar like addicts quit drugs. I want you to think of a problem food you're eating way too much of. For me, it was Oreos. I used to binge on them like it was the Civil War and the doctors were coming to saw my leg off. But never mind me. What is it for you? What sugary food do you want to quit? Or at least eat a lot less of? For the sake of simplicity, let's just say you want to quit Oreos, okay? Here's your first question. How many Oreos am I eating at a sitting? I don't know is not an acceptable answer, okay? Neither is a lot or a lot-ish, too vague. Imagine how impossible discontinuation would be if I had told my therapist I was taking a handful of Klonopin a day. Where would the discontinuation start or end? This is your first lesson in systematic discontinuation. You can't reduce your intake if you don't know what you're taking in. I invite you to think of a problem food you're eating too much of and ask yourself again, exactly how much am I eating? When I first used systematic discontinuation on Oreos, I had to count how many I ate. It's not something I usually do. Well, let me tell you, I was shocked when I realized I typically ate about 16 Oreos at a sitting. Don't you judge me. At any rate, I now knew what I was habituated to, 16 Oreos. That gave me the benchmark to start the discontinuation. In the next lesson, you're going to learn how to apply systematic discontinuation to your own problem foods. In order to do that, however, you must take a moment and ask yourself two questions. What is your problem food? And what is your starting point or benchmark? Take a moment and do that now. The next time I see you, we're going to liberate you from sugar. Sounds pretty sweet, right?